So Mel Kiper ripped us a new one for our NFL draft. And what's funny in all this is the fact that he rated us as the worst draft in the league, and then the Cleveland Browns as the best draft. Can you guess why the Cleveland Browns are the best draft in his opinion? By the way, I also turned up my mic. Tell me down below how the volume sounds. I turned my mic up. Hopefully it's not peaking or going crazy. Anyway, because they got Shedeur Sanders. He says because the Brownies got Shedeur Sanders, they are the best draft A+. We are a C minus? C minus. No, just a C. Give it just a C. But I do want to play a clip that I think is very important. Back in 2012, Mel Kiper on Bleacher Report went ahead and talked about the 2012 Seahawks draft class. If you don't remember who they were Bruce Irvin, one of the amazing player here. Let me actually play this audio real fast.
Every year. This was from 2012.
Oh, yeah.
The 2012 Seattle Seahawks draft, okay? So just to refresh memories, they picked Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, and Russell Wilson in this draft, okay? So here is the Bleacher Report 2012 NFL draft grade for the Seahawks. After one of the worst picks in the first round I can ever remember, the Seattle Seahawks didn't draft any positions of need or draft for the future. Pete Carroll is proving why he didn't make it in the NFL the first time. Not only was Bruce Irvin a reach at number 15, the Seahawks proved they were oblivious to their madness by celebrating this selection. As if that day wasn't bad enough, Seattle selecting Russell Wilson, a QB that doesn't fit their offense at all, was by far the worst move of the draft. With the two worst moves of the draft, Seattle is the only team that received an F on draft day. Grade F.
That's right. He gave them a grade of an F. They went ahead and used that team to go win a Super Bowl and get back to another Super Bowl that potentially could have given them two if they would have ran the ball on the 1 yard line. So, Mel Kiper, everybody. Let's talk about it. So, starting off right away, he says top needs entering the draft: edge rusher, linebacker, safety, and guard. We literally hit every single need we had except for safety. I still really do not like the fact they didn't put any time or effort into getting a safety in the draft or after the draft with free agency, but it is what it is. If there was ever a year for the Bengals to go against some long-standing trends, this was it. First, they extended Jamar Chase, re-signed T. Higgins, including guarantees beyond the first of the respective deals. Something the Bengals have not done in the past of the Joe Burrow deal 2 off seasons ago. But if that's what it takes to retain 2 of the league's best receivers, you do it. The offense, which scored 26.4 points per game last season, will be strong again. Okay. Seems a little nice. Kiper then focused on the Bengals' lack of investment in the first rounders on the defensive line over the last 15 years, but it doesn't sound sold on the player they took. Second, the Bengals drafted a front 7 player in the first round. They had done so just once in the last 15 years, taking Myles Murphy late on day 1 in 2023. No other team has taken fewer than 3 defensive linemen or linebackers in round 1 over that time. I'm not sure Cincinnati had a choice. The defense likely cost it a playoff spot last year, allowing 25.5 points a game. See, this is stuff I hate, and this is why Mel Kiper always ticks me off. Like, the defense likely cost this team a playoff spot. How are you going to say likely? Like, did you not watch a single Bengals game last year? And you don't even have to. Look at the stats. Look at the final numbers. You're really going to tell me you think what Joe Burrow did on offense last year, our defense wasn't 1,000% the reason? I mean, you can't, like, man, this is why Mel Kiper always frustrates me. Look at the Ravens game. We were up by 10 twice in both games. We lost both games. Anyway, so yeah, most likely our defense was the reason, guys. I don't know if you know. Most likely our defense was the reason why if we would have won one more game, we would have been a playoff team, but we did lose. Burrow and the Bengals lost 4 times while scoring 33-plus points. And you still say the statement, this defense likely costed a playoff spot. You should say, this defense definitely cost them a playoff spot. Trey Hendrickson, who had 17.5 sacks of the 36 sacks, requested a trade, and his future is still in question. But Hendrickson or no Hendrickson, the Bengals had to land an effective pass rusher, and they had to do it early with only 6 picks. Could have traded down and got more picks, but yeah, it is what it is. Shamar Stewart had all the explosiveness and power you want in an edge rusher. He rockets into the backfield, but 4.5 sacks means this is still a projection. Can he put it all together in the pros? The ceiling is very high, and he will be given every opportunity to reach it. The Bengals don't have much opposite of Hendrickson. I rank Stewart 27th overall. Okay. You also thought Johnny Manziel was the best quarterback. Mel Kiper thought Johnny Manziel was the best quarterback, and that everyone would regret not taking Johnny Manziel. Like, draft analyst, Lordy. Cincinnati also went need hunting on day 2. Demetrius Knight Jr. gives the Bengals an off-ball linebacker, which provides cover in case Jermaine Pratt isn't in town for the long haul. He also requested a trade. Dylan Fairchild gives the Bengals a reliable guard where the pass protection really struggled last season. Neither player came at the value, though. Knight was ranked at 82 on the my board and went 49. Rutledge was ranked 110 and went 81st on day 3. My favorite Bengals pick was the running back, Tajay Brooks. He is coming off a back-to-back 1,500-yard season on the ground and provides depth, Chase Brown and Zach Moss. Okay, so hold up. He didn't even list Samaje Perine, but whatever. This one kind of confused me. So he likes our pick. He likes our picks. But because we didn't take them when he suggested we take them, that's why we got a C. So I'm trying to mentally understand this of Mel Kiper. So if we would have taken them when he suggested we should have taken them, then he would have given us a higher grade. But most likely we wouldn't have gotten them where he wanted us to take them. So he's giving us a bad grade because we took the right players but not at the right time. When that's not how the NFL draft works. The NFL draft works is you take the guy you want. If you think the guy is worth it, you go get him. Because at the end of the day, if that player becomes a full-time starter, helps your team, and potentially wins a Super Bowl with your team, it doesn't matter if you took him in the first round or the 7th round. Nobody cares about that. People care about him being on your team. He says, it was sort of a ho-hum draft for the Bengals overall, which is why I gave them a C grade. So it looks like he loves Tajay Brooks' pick. He likes all of our picks, but he thinks we picked them too early. And our first round pick, Shamar Stewart, he says has a crazy high upside, but because he didn't put up the stats in college, which, I'm not expecting him to actually bring this up because it's Mel Kiper, but yeah, he put up 4.5 sacks, Mel Kiper. How many quarterback pressures did he put up? He put up 33 quarterback pressures last year. He put up 20 the year before that. He put up 20 the year before that. He's a disruptor in the backfield. He gets in the backfield and causes quarterbacks to get out of the pocket. He has a motor like no other. That's the thing about him that's so amazing. You're looking at the wrong stats. And I know as an edge rusher, we want to look at sacks, and that's what we want to focus on. But you have to remember that that's not always what every single person is good at when it comes at the edge rusher position. You want them to. obviously, but sometimes you want them to be a disruptor. The goal of it is to get the quarterback out of the pocket and someone get that quarterback on the ground. Or get that quarterback out of the pocket, he's under pressure, and now he's going to throw the ball a stupid pass and get picked off. Yes, you want to get sacks, and sacks are awesome, but sometimes it does come down to just getting the quarterback out of the pocket and causing a problem like an interception or something, like a turnover, fumble, whatever, right? So, okay. It's Mel Kiper. I can't expect anything else. But I'd love how freaking the Browns get a high grade. Because why? Because they got Shedeur Sanders. Lordy. See you guys in the next one. Peace.